very good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Neha Yadav, Ambassador of Change for GETI, that is Global Education and Training Institute. And today I am very thrilled to have amongst us Ms. Rekha Pachauri, who is the General Manager at Byju's in Kanpur. And she'll be condensing her experience and expertise, and we'll be talking about a very important topic which is sometimes missed in the corporate sector and sometimes even in the education sector, which is the magic and power of gratitude. Something that we take very lightly, something as simple as food and air and water. We take it for granted, but at the core of it, we should be grateful for it. And these are various topics, various ideas that ma'am will be covering today. She is already with a smile, and I'm also, sort of smiling. So smiling is contagious, and she's smiling, so I'm not able to control my smile. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today, and a very warm welcome to you once again.
Thank you so much, Neha. It was very nice to hear you introduce me. Yes, I am from Kanpur, though my workspace is from Bangalore, but I stay in Kanpur, and I am passionate about interacting with fellow educationists who are in this entire country spread out, and they are the influencers for the new generation. So I always feel that whatever I speak, if it gets across the tutors, then it will be so good for them to reach out to the students. Well, the topic that we have taken up today is not only for the tutors, it's for all human beings actually. So let me start off. Should I share my screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
it's
Yes,
already,
ma'am. You
yeah.
can share your screen. You can open the presentation and put it to slideshow so that Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Can we begin now?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Please, please.
All right. So we are here with the topic magic of gratitude. So let us get empowered with this topic. By the end of it, I'm sure each one of you attending this session will have some takeaway which will help you to realize that gratitude is something which is so easy yet so powerful. Okay, so gratitude, let us understand the meaning of it. The dictionary meaning of gratitude says the quality of being grateful or thankful, or readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. This is the dictionary meaning. So very simple. Anybody does anything for you, and your instant response should be to be able to acknowledge the support that has been appreciated, that has been extended to you. And anyone does anything for you, the least you can do is say a thank you and appreciate the effort made by that person, right? So gratitude in Hindi is abhar, kritanyata, shukrana, and similar words that we can use for gratitude is acknowledgement, appreciation, benediction, recognition, thankfulness, and tribute. So these are the words that we can use in context of the word gratitude. Okay, so what is gratitude? So gratitude allows us to recognize good in our lives. Anybody around us is trying to support us or help us with any small thing also. It can be as simple as giving you a glass of water when you are thirsty, and your response just has to be a smile or a thank you, which is the least you can do, right? Focusing on and appreciating the good in our lives constantly reminds us about great things are all around us. There are so many things around us. Even when I say that sometimes extending your gratitude not to human beings, even the nature around you is something that you can be thankful for. A very very hot day, and then it starts pouring, and you stand in the balcony enjoying the cool weather, right? And you see your plants getting wet in the rain, and that that beautiful smell that you can feel in that rain is something that you can be thankful for. You can thank God for making the weather like that, right? So it is absolutely easy to be thankful to yourself, to people around you, to like mother god, mother nature, god, anybody, if you believe in god. Okay, so gratitude allows us to see that the source of that good is usually close by. You don't have to go hunting for anything good far away. It is always around you, right? So when you wake up in the morning and if somebody gives you that cup of tea, don't you think your day is already made in the morning itself? Yes, all you need to do is a smile, a thank you, or a good morning is enough to acknowledge that person. Nothing lost in doing a little thing like that, right? So, practicing gratitude allows us to recognize those who bring goodness into our lives, right? Anything. See, in a house, there are so many jobs that people do without you getting disturbed, right? The entire house, the cleaning of the house, probably, the cooking part, the washing part, the organizing part is all taken care by people around you. You never realize that without them, the life would be so difficult. Yet, on a daily basis, when you see the people who help you don't bother to even acknowledge their presence most of the time. I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but generally, we don't even acknowledge the work that they do. One day the person does not come. Instead of understanding why the person is taking an off, we get annoyed that, oh my God, the person is not coming tomorrow. How am I going to manage? That is the worry. Instead of let that person go on leave and do whatever he or she wants to do. Generally, this is our attitude. So we need to look into these things wherein little changes can make a difference to you and the others who are around you. So what is gratitude really? It includes saying thank you and being polite. However, it is more than that. Expressing gratitude is the beginning of courtesy. When you meet someone, you try to be courteous. You say the things which will help you to build a relationship with that person, right? So like, you wish the person, you offer a seat, you offer a glass of water. This is courtesy that you show, right? This is the gratitude that you're expressing for that person who has come to meet you. Generosity is something which works very well. Again, people in need, if you think about them and help them, you become generous enough to share things that you feel that those people require. It is part of gratitude. Showing concern for people. Somebody is sick, somebody is unwell, and you go and extend your support, say, take him to the doctor or get the medicine for him, or offer food, or offer to sit by him and take care of him. These are all which will reflect the concern that you have for the person. And appreciation for your immediate family members and others is something that you must do, right? So if it is father, mother, brother, sister, nana, nani, dada, dadi, whoever who lives with you and shows their care, they may not say it in words. They may be doing things which you do not even realize and you don't acknowledge. I'm sure it is high time we expressed our gratitude to these people. Imagine as children, when we were growing up, or if you have children, you must know that how much effort the parents take to take care of their children. The mother will always worry about the health and the food intake, the sleep, the school, the education, everything, right? The mother or father, whoever. So it is taken for granted, right? Generally, we don't even feel anything about people doing. Mothers get up early in the morning just to make sure that the tiffin that is being sent to that child is of his or her choice. So that effort is something which goes unnoticed, and we can always say a thank you, or give her a hug, or express your thankfulness in very sweet words that acknowledges the act done by your mother, right? So this is something that you can take care of. Gratitude helps people feel more positive emotions. People who are full of gratitude are generally positive minded people, because they have the realization that whatever I am, it is because of the people around me. It is because of the support given by people around me. So this heart, which is thankful for all those people around me, makes this person very considerate, and reciprocation is easy for such people, right? So these people relish good experiences. Their general health is good. And why is the general health good for people full of gratitude? Because there is a lot of positivity in mind. There are no grudges that these people keep in mind, and that is the reason forgiving becomes easy for them, forgetting becomes easy for them. And again, trying to make the relationship better by forgetting, and trying to strike a conversation which will make the matter better. These are things that certain people are easily able to do, and such people can build very, very strong relationship with others, right? So people feel and express gratitude in multiple ways. Gratitude opens the door for more relationships. You can look around. People who are approachable, people who are generally happy people, have lot of friends, right? They connect easily with others, and for them, striking a relationship or striking a conversation with anybody is not tough, right? General health, the physical health is good for these people, because see, what happens is when you are stressed out, that is when you have headache, that is when your BP shoots up, that is when you feel uneasy, you don't want to eat, you don't sleep well. All these things happen when you are hassled, when you are concerned or worried about something which may be beyond your level to at that point of time to sort out. So people who are full of gratitude, people who are positive minded, generally think about the problem from all angles. They try to see the other person's purview also. They think that, probably I'm also wrong, or accepting mistakes is not difficult for these people, right? Psychological health is connected with your physical health, right? So if you're stressed out, as I said, you get severe headache. This is more to do with your psychological health, which interferes with your physical health, right? Now, people who are full of gratitude are empathetic people. And empathy is something that helps a person to live a life much more easily, right? Empathy is what? When you are able to react to the people in the same way as you would be reacted to, right? If you don't like to be shouted at people, you will not shout at people. If you don't like to, speak lies, you will not speak alike to others. So these are things that people who are empathetic take care. So gratitude helps you to be empathetic, and your aggression is reduced. Why is the aggression reduced? Because again, you will think logically before reacting, right? So grateful people generally sleep well, and their self-esteem improves because of this particular habit. And it is said that gratitude shields you from negativity. When you are acknowledging things around you, when you know things can go wrong sometimes, so you don't have to react on others for the same, you are already trying to get rid of negative thoughts. It is said that gratitude makes you at least 25% happier. If you follow gratitude, you are 25% happier person. It rewires your brain because all those negative thoughts are out, and you start thinking on positive lines, right? It eliminates stress. Stress is induced when you are constantly thinking of things that will bother you, that will trouble you. It heals people faster because you are a giving person. You are concerned about others also. You want to be a helpful person, and probably because of that, you will be able to heal others also well. Self is also the case, but also others. It lets you sleep well because you think of positive things. It is always good to keep the things that trouble you a little away from you, and think about positive thoughts at least while sleeping. It is said, if you are chanting your prayers at night before sleep, you get to sleep well. And I also say that, if you are an atheist, you don't believe in God, and you feel, why should I chant or, say prayers? I don't believe in God. There are people who say that. But for them, I would say, listen to some calm music, listen to some soothing music, or read something which is motivational, read something which will make sense at that point of time, right? Sometimes, if you are not a reader, you don't like to listen to music, you are an atheist also, then I would say, think of a large number. It can be like 5,400, for example, and close your eyes and start back counting. 5,399, 5,000, 4,000, 5,398, like that, and you will not know when you will fall asleep, because this is engaging your mind to do something which is at least not harmful, right? As I said earlier, it boosts your self-esteem and performance and enhances the law of attraction. Now, people who are generous, people who are, full of gratitude, people who are understanding towards others, always attract other people. They are instantly liked by others, right? So this makes the person a likable person, and they are attracted, they are attractive for others, right? And as I said, in the family also, it improves relationship. If as a husband you are always acknowledging the effort your wife is taking, or vice versa, or the relationship is between parent and child, or you and your in-laws, any kind of relationship, if it has to be harmonious, you need to think about it from both ways. Sometimes you may be wrong, sometimes the other person may be wrong, but somebody has to give up to take things forward, right? So, are you a thankful person? So, what do grateful people have in common? They feel a sense of abundance in their life. So, जितनी भी चीजें उनके पास में होती है, they are happy about it. They are contented about it. They don't run behind more and more. What happens is, when you're running behind more and more, you're not even enjoying what is there in hand, right? So these people are, satisfied with whatever they have. They appreciate the contribution of others to their well-being. If somebody helps these people, they are very, very thankful, and they acknowledge it, and they even look for a chance to return back that favor, right? They recognize and enjoy life's small pleasures instead of cribbing all the time. Can we not indulge in something which will make matters easy, right? Sometimes we see in families, there is a lot of constraint between people to accept their mistakes, right? So I always feel it is a one-time thing to accept what has gone wrong, and try to correct what has gone wrong, right? Rather than being on denial, rather than fighting about it, the easiest thing is to give up and start afresh, right? They recognize and enjoy life's small pleasures. They acknowledge the importance of experiencing and expressing gratitude. They love to be thanked by people, they love to be acknowledged by people. At the same time, they will also not fail to do the same for others. So, are you that kind of a person? Please ask yourself as we take this session forward. Characteristics of thankful people. I'm sorry, excuse me. These people are generally very humble. They are thankful people, and they have a very humble attitude towards others, right? They are not anxious. They don't get anxious about things that happen around them, and generally think before they react, right? Anxiety comes into the person when you are not ready to take the things the way it is happening, right? So it is important that we think about the pros and cons of everything before actually reacting and making things worse. Thankful people are also very encouraging towards others. They do the things and they also encourage others to be of the same kind. So if you've seen people who run NGOs, what do? They themselves do good work, and they also encourage others to join them to be part of the work that they are doing. There are genuinely good NGOs around who help people, and in that effort they are only trying to be spreading goodness around. Okay, so gratitude and well-being, when we talk about it, as I said, physically, emotionally, and socially, um, a, a person who is full of gratitude, a person who practices gratitude, will be better off. Grateful people sleep more and sleep better. They get sick less often. They have better heart health. Right? Why better heart health? Because they are calm, they are not anxious all the time. They like to exercise more, not necessarily, but then physical fitness matters to them, right? And if you have realized that people complain about pains and aches, people who generally and constantly complain about pains and aches are those people who are stressed about something, or they want to blame others about something, or they don't want to accept reality. That is when all these constant pains and aches happen without any reason, unless you have a physical condition because of which you have pains and aches. Emotionally, these people are happier and more optimistic. They feel joy and pleasure, feel more positive emotions, and recover from stress faster. And socially, they are more helpful, compassionate, and generous. They feel less lonely and isolated because they like to connect with people, and they are more forgiving and outgoing. For them, small matters don't really make a difference to them. They are ready to forgive, forget, and move ahead. Right? So this is how gratitude helps you in your well-being also. Right? So as we talked about different benefits of gratitude, repeating them again, it improves your physical health, it improves your sleep, it improves your psychological health, it increases empathy, it reduces aggression, the anger that everybody carries, have better social connect, people who are full of gratitude, self-esteem is enhanced, and mental strength is also improved. It is very rightly said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Sometimes what happens is you are seeing that the person is working hard for you, and it generally happens in the house. There are people who are literally slogging in the house, making sure that all that you need is done for you. But you never want to acknowledge them because you feel that, so what? It is their duty to do it. So मम्मी है, उनको तो करना ही पड़ता है. This is the kind of attitude that people make. But I feel it is just like this. You have a gift wrapped and kept, but you're not ready to give it. It is something similar to that. Okay. So affirmations are something that you can use. Affirmations are positive statements that you can speak so that it sinks into you in the morning or at night. So when we talk about affirmations that can be spoken in the morning, the very first thing when you wake up, you have to be thankful for being alive, thankful for getting that new day, right? And you must say that I'm filled with happiness and gratitude for getting another day to live. See, none of us know how long will we live. Today, tomorrow, day after, we don't know. So as many days we wake up with a healthy body, we must be thankful. We must say that I'm grateful for another chance to live my life. I'm grateful to feel the air in my lungs and beating of my heart. I'm thankful for simply being alive. Thankfulness, appreciation, and sincere gratitude are a part of who I am. See, when you say positive things continuously, you will feel like doing positive things. And that is why affirmations are used. Affirmations are those positive statements which if you say constantly, you start following them, you start believing in them. So I'm grateful for who I am and for what I have. I have I invite gratitude into my heart. Today, I will have an attitude of gratitude. Thank you for the blessings this day will bring. You're already in anticipation, thanking God that I'm sure my day will go good, right? And at night, when you go to bed, I offered my best self today. You have to thank yourself for letting that day pass by. Sometimes the day is not good. You can always say that, okay, today has not been a good day, but I'm sure tomorrow will be a better day, and tomorrow will be a positive day for me. It doesn't matter if I did everything perfectly. See, we are human beings. Making mistakes is possible. So don't expect to be a perfect person all the time. Instead, whatever happens well, thankful for that, and whatever did not happen well today, I will try my best tomorrow. The day is now in the past, and I will let it be. जो हो गया मैं बदल नहीं सकता. So let it be, right? I'm looking forward to the morning. I have the power to make tomorrow a great day, and I will feel my strength with sleep. Now, sleep is something that you're looking forward to. You don't want your sleep to be lost with thoughts that bother you. So you will say that I will feed my strength with sleep. I will sleep well with positive thoughts, and I will wake up with a positive mind too. Tomorrow I can grow further. These are affirmations that you make to yourself, right? Now, examples of gratitude, simple ones. Being thankful to the person who cooked for you. It can be your mother, it can be your sister, it can be your brother, father, husband, anybody, cook, anybody. But simply saying the food was good, thank you for it, is so good, right? Being thankful for your good health. If you are healthy, if you're free of any kind of diseases, thankfulness is important, because when you see sick people around suffering, that is when you realize that this is so lucky of me that I don't have any diseases or any ailments, right? Acknowledging colleagues at work for taking the initiative to ease your workload, right? Again, sometimes at place of work, there are people who help you, who support you, right? Never forget to thank them, and never forget to help them back whenever they are in need. Being grateful to yourself for your financial independence. If you are a working person, every dime, every penny that you earn, every paisa rupee that you earn is important. It is your hard work that has brought it for you. So be grateful that God has given you the strength to be independent, strength to support your family with whatever you are earning, right? Being thankful to your friends for supporting you. Being thankful for the life lessons you've learned from other people. See, sometimes people behave badly with you. If you take it as a learning lesson, you will always be cautious the next time. So all unpleasant experiences of life should be taken as life lessons. Okay, being thankful for your elders and mentors for their support and guidance. See, all those people who advised you at the right time, all those people who gave you that confidence at the right time, all those people who gave you opportunities to grow, are the people you should never forget to thank, right? Being thankful for having a reason to smile every day. See, smile is free of cost. If you smile at others, they will smile back at you. And for that very moment, whatever stress in that person is there will go away. So use this power of smile all the time without being a miser, right? Being thankful for the choice to make critical life decisions. See, when we are in difficulty, we always come out of it by making decisions, or we are helped by people who make right decision for us, right? So be thankful to yourself, or those people who always help you, guide you when you have to take life decisions, right? So why gratitude is important and how to practice it. Gratitude is something that is sorely lacking today. See, children, if you look at them, they are becoming thankless. Why? As parents, we are providing them everything. Even before they blink their eyes, we are ready with another thing, right? See, I know that there is a difference between the earlier generation and now. people are more affluent, so they are able to, afford things for them. Even otherwise also, the demand of children has gone up, right? And parents strive to somehow fulfill it by starving themselves, or by, restricting their own expenses, right? So we have to teach these children that nothing comes free of cost. See, even if you come from a family where money is not an issue, we must teach them this value. And same goes for people who are earning it and are, hand to mouth also, because it is not easy to earn that money and to sustain with that money. So first of all, children should be taught the value of the hard work that the parent is doing or the family is doing to keep them going, right? Mindfulness is a method that can be helped to practice gratitude. What is mindfulness? Being present in now, right? Not being judgmental, not being worrisome about the future or crying about the past. Being in the present, right? Non-judgmental awareness about the present. What is non-judgmental awareness? That this is what I have in hand and this is what I have to survive with. If it is good, I'm happy. If it is not good, still I have to pass this phase, right? So mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present. And during this state, we are aware of where we are and what we are doing. We have to learn this. We should not fake it to ourselves. When you don't have money, you cannot be dreaming and wanting things which you cannot afford, right? So live in the present, live in your means. This is what we would say. And the power of thank you is so, so strong. So, be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. And you will never even appreciate what you already have in hand. So it is very important to be thankful about the way we are. See, we must be better off than so many people. This is what we should tell ourselves. And tough times don't last. Tough people last. So this is something that we must keep in mind. This is a quick activity that all of us can do, making a list of things we are grateful for with alphabets A to Z. All you have to do is take a book, a paper and a pen, and list down all the alphabets A to Z and try to write words that have brought some kind of happiness to you and you're grateful for. Right? So I have made a list here and you can look at it and try to make it yourself too. A for aspirations, appreciations that we get, affection that we get from people, accomplishments that we make, achievements that we make for ourselves, apologies that we are able to make or people come and do it for us, brightness, bliss, beauty, bravery, blessings, my own brothers, creativity, confidence, calmness, the colors around us, the compassion that somebody shares with me, the colleagues that I have around me, dreams that let me have such good thoughts many a times, delight that makes me happy, devotion which keeps me strong, development which helps me to grow, right? Encouragement, enthusiasm, empathy, excitement, the energy that I have, right? Family, friends, freedom, faith, fulfillment, my father, right? Generosity, growth, guidance, grace, grandparents, H for humanity, humility, honesty, health, hope, home, happiness, harmony, helpers in the house, right? Integrity, ideas, inspiration, intelligence, joys, justice. Sometimes even jokes are so interesting when I'm, totally not in a mood and somebody comes and cracks a joke and I start laughing. That is when I get out of that state. And the job which keeps you happy because you're able to take care of your family, right? Kindness, knowledge, keenness, kids, love, laughter, learning, motivations, memories, miracles, mindfulness, maturity, moments, mothers, mentors, nature, good nutrition, good nourishment, opportunities, optimism, never being pessimist in life, always saying that, yes, I can do it. Openness to accept things, obedience towards others or somebody obeying to you. Pets, believe me, I have a pet in the house and I'm so thankful that I have him because he's such a stress buster. And that unconditional love is something that I always, look forward to. Peace, pleasure, passion, parents, quality, quantity, qualification, relaxation when I get to rest, when I get to sleep after a hard works, the hard work that I've done through the day. Responsibility, reliability, rest, relief. So with all the alphabets, so many words: sunshine, sister, sibling, trust, togetherness, universe, values, wisdom, X factor, yieldful, zeal, zestfulness, so many words. And believe me, these are just some of the words. If you start making a list, you will end up making so many more new words, right? So simple ways to make gratitude a part of day. When you think of a negative thought, try to see the positive side in the situation. I'll give you an example. It is raining very heavily. There are some people who will say that, oh my God, it is raining so much, and the roads will be dirty, the shoes will become wet and dirty. Now children will walk in with dirty feet in the house, all the clothes will stink, the clothes will not dry. My God, my God, my God, list is endless. But the positive side is, oh my God, it is raining. Let me go to the kitchen and make some nice hot pakoras and enjoy it with a cup of tea. Let me sit in the balcony and enjoy the sight of rain. Let me see the greenery around me. Same thing, two ways of thinking about it. So always make sure that when there is a negative thought coming in your mind, think about the same thought and try to find out what positivity can we think about, right? Commit to one day a week when you won't complain about anything, right? When you feel that I practice Saturdays as a no complaint day, right? This means that when I get up in the morning till the night, even if there is something that I see is not going right, I restrict myself to complain about it. Believe me, it will teach you so much of patience. It will teach you to be calm in nature, and it will make you realize the other person's side also. Try to take note when people do a good job and give recognition when it is due at work. See, somebody does something for you, instantly thank them. You can't say this, Are, 3 days back you made a cup of tea for me, no, thank you for that. You can't do that. You have to thank the person immediately if you want the person to, if you want to see a smile on that person's face, right? Reward effort. If someone does not something nice for you, do something nice for them. Instant, give back, or any opportunity when you can think of a reason to give back in some form, right? When times are bad, focus on your friends who are by your side, because they are the people who will help you. And when your times are good, look for people who need support from you. It is a give and take relationship, and socially we are connected people, and there are times when we need help, and when there are times when others need support. Make gratitude a part of family life. Share it with each other during meal time. So every day, one meal, if you are having it with your entire family, make it a point to talk about one positive thing, each one of you. Instead of complaining and talking about negative things on the dining table while having food, talk about anything that went well. It can be as simple as, when I got out of the gate today, the uncle next door smiled at me and wished me good morning. Simple. It is nothing that you are negative about. Or it is like, when I went to the kitchen today, I saw the maid, finishing her work and cleaning up immediately. Thankful for that. You patted the back of that maid and you shared it with the family, saying that, oh, I was so happy with her. I just told her, Shabash, you did a great thing. So this is what you can do. Or children coming and telling you, today, Rohan's mother had sent very tasty sandwiches. He shared it with me. I loved it. A positive thought. So this is something that you can do. Practice gratitude at the same time every day to make it a habit. Wishing each other good morning, namaste, touching feet of your elders, saying your prayers, writing a positive thought somewhere. All these are things that you can do every day at the same time, right? Focus on your strengths. See, we all have strengths and weaknesses, but we must try to focus on our strength, because weaknesses will only bring you down. We have to work on our weaknesses to become strong. So the strength has to be, always there, that we focus on. Okay. So do we take our parents and family for granted? Ask this question to yourself. All those people who stay away from their parents, ask yourself, how often do you acknowledge their concern for you? See, family is not an important thing, it is everything. Without them, we are nowhere. The people who brought us up and made us, what we are today, can we forget them so easily? We automatically expect our family members and closest friends to be here when we wake up every morning. वो चाय चाहिए होती है तो मम्मी भी चाहिए, वाइफ भी चाहिए, मदर, मतलब all those, even the support in the house. How many times do we think that, okay, let me make this cup of tea and give it to others? Or, if you are doing it every day, how many times have you felt, I wish somebody could make it for me today, right? So, we must not take people for granted. If you love them, tell them and show them, right? We often take our parents for granted, and maybe because they never made us feel the pain of living without them. Love your parents. We are so busy growing up, we often forget they are also growing old. And sometimes, thankfulness is so forgotten. I forget to thank the people who make my life happy in so many ways. Sometimes I forget to tell them how much I really do appreciate them for being an important part of my life. Sometimes it is simply going and giving a tight hug to that person without saying anything. That also says a lot without words, right? So when you try to teach gratitude to children, these are your 10 fingers, and you say, each one for one alphabet each. The word is give thanks. G for gratitude is very easy. Thank others, help others, appreciate others, appreciate what you have, notice your blessings, know your gifts, and serve others. These are 10 things that children can easily understand. Gratitude is very easy, and these can be taught through these, fingers. So telling children that at dinner time, talk about moments from the day that made you happy. Practice kindness in front of children. It is important we practice kindness in front of people. If we use good words, children look at us. If we are abusive, they become abusive. If we shout at people, they will shout at people. If we thank people, they will thank people, right? So practice being grateful for things in front of your child. Take turns stating what you are grateful for, and compliment them and tell them what you love about them. About children also, sometimes they give you reasons to be happy about. Don't miss out those reasons and acknowledge immediately. If the child puts his shoes back in his place, tell him, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that good work that you're doing. Encourage them to be excited when good things happens to others. See, don't say, देखो उसको first rank मिला ना, तेरे को नहीं मिला. This is not the right thing. What you should say, so good to know that Kapil, stood first in the class. I appreciate the way he has put in efforts. All of us can do such hard work. We must go and congratulate them. This is the way you should positively include the child in this kind of conversation. Say thank you to your child when they do something kind for you or others. Write thank you cards for any occasion. Journal your gratitude together, telling them, okay, write 3 things that happened very good for you. I will also write 3 things, and let us compare what are those things, right? So role of elders and teachers to teach gratitude to children. Be their role model. Activities that involve gratitude should be done along with them. Point out the moments when they are grateful and speak about them, and also point out when they were not grateful, when they were thankless, when they were rude, and help them learn to relate thoughts, feelings, and behavior with others. Be grateful, my dear friends. It's important that we understand one thing very clearly, that a power of touch, when you go and just pat a person, or smile at a person, or a kind word that you speak, a listening ear. When somebody is very upset, all you do is listen to that person. Act of caring is very, very easy. These are small things that all of us can take care of. And as adults, instead of trying to teach them big concepts of learning from their textbooks, we need to also teach them kindness, faith, gratitude, resilience. Resilience is bouncing back from a situation, right? Courage, effort, politeness, generosity, right? These are beautiful activities that you can do with children. If you're teachers, you can pick it up. If you are parents, you can pick it up. It's something. And if you are adults also, you can also do these things. Beautiful shaped pebbles, paint them and just write some message for somebody and gift it. It can be used as a paperweight on your table also. Gratitude pumpkin is very simple to make. Strips of paper on which you write some kind words, and a cutout of hand as a leaf, and on that you write I am thankful for, and on those strips you write the words that you're thankful for. Gratitude tree, lot of leaf cutting, and there is a outline of a tree that is made, and you stick those leaves with one value each day. You write something. At home also you can do it. Each day you write something and stick it on the table, and the value is visible on that. And in school, what you can do is a value and the name of the child for whom you want to write that word. So the name of the kid is, say, Shivam. You write Shivam, helpful. Sohan, beautiful smile. So like that, you make a collection of leaves for the children, right? A gratitude list is something that all of us can make and see. You will see so many things that we are thankful for. If you see the lists that I've compiled here, you will see such words on this. Gratitude list: thankful for God, ability to be me. Such a realistic thing, right? Hot showers, dreams still to be seen, dreams accomplished, right? Feelings, hearings, nature, science and spirituality, beautiful days, hard earned wisdom, paychecks, right? Clean water, right? And what are you thankful for in your house? When you start counting things which are in the house, you say, the fan which works well, the air conditioner which keeps the room clean, cool, right? Or hot food that my mother makes, hot shower which gives me good sleep, comfortable pair of clothes that I wear and sleep, or footwear that keeps my feet warm and clean. And then the privacy that I enjoy the most when I sit in my room, right? All these things which will make you happy. The garden, sometimes long showers, right? Indoor plants, right? Pet in the house, right? All these things, fruits that I love to eat. You can think about all these things and the list can be endless, right? So gratitude is like the rays of the sun, the positive vibration of which can be felt by everyone around us. If you send out good vibes to people, they will also feel blessed. They will also feel happy. They will also feel, relaxed in your presence. So I'm grateful for so many things. You see, look at this image which is given. It is like a sun and the rays, right? So it says, I'm thankful, I'm grateful for my spouse. I'm grateful for my opportunities. I'm grateful to my parents, siblings, friends, travel, delicious food, things I have, this moment, health and fitness, creativity, so many things that you can think of, right? So for your colleagues also, I always say, express gratitude without fail. Set time aside, take time to say thank you, and don't put it as an afterthought. As I told you, don't go and thank the person after 3 days. Do it immediately and be consistent. Every time something good happens, Acknowledge it, appreciate it, and thank it. So it's not always saying thank you. It is also acknowledging it if somebody is doing it. Somebody's good work is benefiting somebody else. You should acknowledge that also. And when you're thanking a person, be specific. Thank you for the food that you shared with me. Thank you for the books that you distributed in my class. Right? Thank you for giving me the lift to go to office today. Thank you for picking my son from school today. It can be anything, right? And be sincere. Whenever you are, sincere to people, when you don't have something else in your heart and something else in your mouth, that is when you are able to be genuine, right? Dishonesty is something that doesn't work, and it always leaves a bad taste, right? And lend an ear. Sometimes you are in a difficult situation and you need someone to talk to. There are times when others need you to hear that person out. Repay the favor. Whenever you have trouble, and someone has helped you, make sure that you will help the other person whenever he or she needs your support. This is a beautiful activity that I do it, and believe me, this gives me so much of peace. It is making a gratitude jar, and you don't need anything big, just a transparent glass jar, a label which says gratitude jar, and slips of paper and a pen. This jar has to be placed in a place where it will not be disturbed throughout the year, right? Keep it in one place, next to it the paper, the cutting, the even sized papers, and the pen. What do you have to do? Every Sunday night, think of that one thing which happened during the week for which you are thankful about. It can be one, two, three, whatever. Write it down on that paper, put that day's date, and fold it and put it in that jar, right? Now what you have to do is read the chits dropped in the jar at the end of the year, 31st of December. Sit with that jar, and believe me, you will have tears of happiness in your eyes while reading them, because you've actually noted down all that was close to your heart, all that made you happy, all that actually touched your heart. So this is an activity that all of you can do. So practicing gratitude is simple. You can write three things every day before going to sleep that touched your heart. Making this gratitude jar, thanking people as often as you can, smiling a lot, right? Spending time with the people you actually love the most. It can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be anybody who gives you the most peace of mind. And actually volunteering for causes which can bring happiness to others. See, I don't say that you have to go and do big things. Every morning, coming out and even picking, something which is lying on the road, which is dirty, and cleaning up the space around your house is also service to society. Volunteering for actions that can bring happiness to people, generosity can start from home. Instead of going and generously giving away to bigger organizations, look at the people who work in your house, your driver, your cook, your cleaner, your watchman. Can we give them something before we go and offer it to big organizations just to get name? Think about it, right? So focus on what you can change. When some things go wrong, take a moment to be thankful for the many things that are going right. See, in your life, everything does not go wrong. There will be something which is going right. So be thankful about it. Gratitude helps us to see what is there instead of what isn't. So it is always about what I don't have that we focus on. Instead, focus on what I have and acknowledge and appreciate what you have, right? If we don't feel grateful with what we already have, what makes us think we will be happy with more? Think about it. I have these many things, but I'm looking for more. What do you think? Looking for more is making you anxious, making you lose your sleep, making you feel, restless. You are missing out on what you already have. You're not enjoying your present. So mindfulness, living in the present, enjoying what you have in hand is important. Remember to say thank you. Saying thank you It's sometimes we get to say some things we are inspired to say to someone who has touched us with their kindness, thoughtfulness, generosity, or all of the above. So saying thank you is simple, but it has a major, major impact on people. Let gratitude be your attitude, right? Every day of your life is a gift from God. Don't squander it. Don't waste it by being angry with anyone. Don't let it slip away by feeling sorry for yourself. Be grateful for this precious gift of life and spend it by being as happy and as thankful as you possibly can. Let your mind dwell on the good things which have happened to you. Let gratitude be your attitude. Think of your assets and don't let anyone else spoil your day for you. Enjoy every day of your life to the fullest. Realize that you can add to the joy of each day by making someone else happy. This is a beautiful piece that I found, and I felt that, I must share it with people because this is what will help us to have the attitude of gratitude. So, I would just suggest that activities that I shared with you, the gratitude list, the A to Z list of gratitude, you can write a quotation every day where you can see, and making of gratitude jar. These are things which will help you to be happy, and you will also enjoy what you are doing for yourself and others. So, as a parting note to all of you, I would only say look for something positive in every day, even if some days you have to look a little harder. And start the new day. I will not say year. Start every day with a grateful and loving heart. Thank you so much for being part of this session. I hope you have enjoyed what we try to speak, and there will be lot of you who would want to follow things that has been shared today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that very, beautiful presentation. And the minute I wrote a question, that I'll ask ma'am, how should teachers practice gratitude? The very next slide you had, the gratitude jar, the gratitude journal, and everything, the tips and tricks. So my questions were being answered throughout the presentation. Although we have one question, which you'd like to take. It says, "Is it needed for our blood relatives? And if so, wouldn't that be very formal?" I mean, I think the person is trying to ask if if gratitude is needed for a blood relative, and if yes,
So,
then is it formal? So
a very simple response for that, I would say, whenever we do something, we always like to be acknowledged, whether it is, from the family or whether it is at work. And thanking your family will not make your stature less ever, right? You will only get connected more and more. It is the most beautiful thing. As I said, it need not be in words. I would say, don't say thank you, thank you, thank you for everything if you don't feel like doing it. Going and patting that person, going and giving that person a hug, just holding the hand of that person, doing something in return is all kind of expressing your gratitude. You need not say it in words, you can do it in actions also. I hope that answers that question.
I think, ma'am, I think it answers their question. It also answers the question whether it's going to come out as formal or not. So I think we shouldn't care about, coming out as formal or not, since they're our blood relatives. It wouldn't really matter. But once again, before we conclude, one question is of mine is, would you like to reiterate what teachers can specifically do, in a classroom setup to encourage the habit of gratitude amongst their students and, amongst themselves as well?
Absolutely. See, as teachers, first of all, acknowledge that you have, say, 40 children in your class. You make sure that each one is noticed by you every day, right? Noticing in the sense you must know that each one of them looks upon you as his teacher. You may be one, and you may have 40 children in front of you, but for those children you are the only teacher in front of them. So make sure that you acknowledge their presence. Secondly, never let them feel that the teacher does not like me or teacher does not want to answer me. The children are going to be inquisitive. They will ask you hundreds of questions, irrelevant questions also. And if you're very busy, you can always tell them, I will take your question probably after I finish this topic or teaching part, and I'll connect with you. And if the bell rings, go up to that child and say, I will come and talk to you in the recess, and do that. You will see the difference instantly in that child, that faith is instantly built, right? So make sure that the children are acknowledged. Not everybody comes from a house with where they are loved the most. Probably they are looking for that attention from you, which will help them to become better human beings. And if they're going wrong, it's a duty of a teacher to correct them. Values are, inculcated in classroom and at home. If it is missing at home, it is a duty of the teacher to, use it and share it with the children. So a lot can be done by a teacher in the class, and a lot can be, taught to them without even saying things. It is, as I said, gestures are enough. If you teach them to acknowledge each other who sit next to them, that is enough. Somebody does not get a pencil, instead of fighting, you just walk up and hand him over a pencil to the child. His work is, not interrupted. He doesn't have to feel anxious that he doesn't have a pencil. So these are all actions of gratitude that a teacher can extend.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, ma'am. It also highlights how you also highlighted a very important point that not everyone comes from a house where they're loved, or they're given the proper amount of psychological attention that a child needs while growing up.
Absolutely.
And therefore, now the onus can fall on the teacher, and they can be empathetic with the child. That's wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking questions, and also for giving us so many tips and tricks throughout the presentation. I'm very grateful. I would say it's very ironic I say, because I'm very grateful that you're here today and you helped us in becoming more grateful. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today, and I really hope to see you again.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you for, connecting with me. And that is how today we are sharing this, smile with each other, and, we could connect. Thank you so much. And thank you to all those who could be part of the session, and make sure gratitude is part of your attitude. Thank you so much.
That's a wonderful catchphrase, ma'am. Gratitude as a part of your attitude. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you once again, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.